Hello and welcome to my new Let's Play of Distant Worlds Universe. This Let's Play, we're going to use the mod, the Unleashed Extended 2 mod. And I'll have a link to that mod in the description of the video. And let's get started. Okay. I've put a lot of hours into this game, but I still don't think I know very much about it. I do like to play on manual control as much as I can. So we're going to do a custom game as a standard empire. And we're going to do the standard spiral galaxy. I'm going to do 700 stars in 10 by 10 sectors. I think that's what my computer can handle right now. Pre-warp is how we're going to start. Normal aggression, difficulty level, very hard. And research costs normal, space creatures few. Pirates very few and very weak, and even with these settings, sometimes the pirates can get a little heavy-handed. But we'll go with that and see how it turns out. And proximity is going to be average. Destroyed pirates do not respawn. I'm not going to worry about that too much, because once you get established as a fairly strong empire, they're not much of a threat at that point. Okay, everything here we're going to leave normal. Colony prevalence normal, independent alien life normal, influence range for a 700 star system, 700 star galaxy, we're going to leave right there. Colony range 1.5 sectors, we'll leave there. And our race is human. And what we start out with, this is our bonuses that we get: Yaris marble, emerald crystal, and gold. And this gives us a little bit of bonuses for happiness and development costs and things like that. We get extra intelligent agent, and other than that, we're more likely to generate new characters at these percentages. So let's take a look at the empire here of Nimboria. Yellow and red are our standard colors. This is our symbol. Our home system, normal. Size, starting. Tech level pre-warp, we will have nothing. Corruption is normal. We are a monarchy, and the monarchy produces a bonus for troop recruitment and war wariness. Alright, other empires. We're going to auto-generate 10 starting empires, and we were going to allow independent alien colonies to start new empires during the game. Victory conditions. Okay. I'm going to turn this off. Because sometimes if you enable race-specific victory conditions, you can be playing, you know, haven't even met any other empires yet, and you're playing and you're establishing, you're building, you're researching, and all of a sudden screen pops up, defeat. Alright, so we're going to turn that off. But we were going to allow all of these events from Distant Worlds Universe, which includes the mini expansions. No tech trading and no giant Kaltors. I hate these things. Alright, we're ready to start the game. Let's go ahead and run the galaxy. This is probably the most detailed strategy game I've ever played. It's got a huge amount of depth. It's got a steep learning curve, but if you can get past that, it's really enjoyable. Okay. Sandbox mode is what we're doing. We're going to see how long we can last. Okay. I'm going to pause. And before I zoom out and see where we are in the galaxy, our home world is ARPA. We can change these names. I'm just going to leave everything as it is. It's been a while since I played this, so some of these things will have to remember how to do, and others I kind of get the idea of how I want to start. Oh, look at this. This is a nice full system here. Lots of gas giants. And so our home planet, so here we have, you see over here, these triangles, these are derelict ships. So we're going to take a look at what's over here. Zoom in. Click on that. That's a frigate. That's an abandoned frigate. It is not damaged, so if we can get a hold of that, we can claim it and board it and use it. Now the other one is just on the other side of the star here. This should be a damaged ship, a little bit larger. Okay, we have a destroyer, the Backstab of Soul. If we can get a construction ship over there, we can repair it and claim it. Okay, so our home system is here. We're next to it. Looks like we're at the a moon of a gas giant, which isn't a bad thing. Alright, so here's our resources that we have available to us on this planet. We have steel, Kaguar fur, lead, chromium, polymer, and carbon fiber. Those are nice to have. Those can get us going right at the start. This Kaguar fur, what is that? Luxuriant fur of the striped Kaguar. Very rare luxury resource. And let's see. For example, if you click on the carbon fiber, it tells you it's produced from coal, used in components that require resistance to high temperatures. Marshy swamps and continental worlds. Moderate strategic resource. Okay, we still haven't unpaused yet. Let's go ahead and... That's a big system. Lots of stuff. It's going to take a while to explore everything here. Some of these planets also have ruins on them that can, like for example here, look at this. Granite pillar not investigated, so there's something there we can kind of go see what that's all about. Let's go ahead and see where we're at in the galaxy. This is always... Oh, wow, look at that. We're towards the center. That's kind of rare. I don't usually start towards the center. I'm usually out at one of these armpits out here somewhere. Alright, in our sector right here we have quite a few worlds, so if we head off in any of these directions, we should be able to establish a nice little pocket empire right in here. And we do have one star that's very close to us. So that's good to know. Alright, here's what we're going to do. What I like to do is get started with a little bit of construction and research here. So let's take it out. Before we go to that, over here on the left is an expansion planner and our colony screen. This tells us our tax rate, but before I do that, I'm going to show you how I like to play. I like to play on everything, almost everything, manually controlled. We'll start at the top here. I don't mind suggestions. They can suggest anything they want to me, and I'm good with that. So treaties suggest diplomacy, suggest war and trade sanctions, and gifts control manually. Economy and trade, we're going to leave these set here just like they are. Intelligence missions control manually. Colonization control manually. Facility building on colonies control manually. Tax rates control manually. Research and design control research manually. Fully automate ship design, but what that means is if we look down here, we're going to select which design sub-roles you want automatically upgraded below. Note that ship design must also be automated for designs to be automatically upgraded. If a design sub-role is unchecked, then you must manually upgrade that design. So the ones that I'm going to allow to automatically upgrade are down here. Resort base, monitoring station, small freighter, medium and large freighter, passenger ships, gas mining ship, gas mining station, and mining station. Everything else I want a hand in designing and upgrading. Construction, it's okay for them to suggest new ships and bases. Troop recruitment, manually controlled. War and attacks, suggest attack targets, Sometimes it gets lost in the details, so when something pops up here, you might want to destroy this guy. Yes, okay, I'll think about it. And then down here at the bottom, fleet formation, control manually. So I do like to be in charge of almost everything in the game. So let's go ahead and class out of that. And this shows us our economy right here. Right now, nothing coming in, so our cash flow from taxes is our only income. Alright, so let's see, our expansion planner. This is where we're going to take a look at where we're going to send ships to build mining stations and so forth, because that'll show us our resources. But for right now, let's pull up our character screen. And I jump all over the place sometimes. I apologize for that. My brain works in weird ways. So we've got 2 intelligence agents with no missions, so let's go ahead and give them something to do. And for right now, it's just going to be counterintelligence, because we don't know what's out there. We've got no communication with anybody else. See, ambassador, he's got nothing to do. And our leader is ruling. Let's see what kind of leader we got. Obnoxious and a poor administrator. Of course. That's just fine. Okay. Research. We've got 3 main areas: weapons, energy, construction, and high-tech and industrial. So under weapons, we start out with seeking missiles, and it's defaulted to concussion missiles. But what I'm going to do is select armor plating and queue up what is it? Concussion missile. For now. And for energy and construction, it's queued up energy collection for us. But I want to get some shields going, so let's put shields and then queue up energy collection for right now. Maybe space construction. Let me think about that. Okay, high tech. It's got transport systems going here, and crew. I don't really have to worry about colonization right now, so I might do storage systems instead of transport. So let's do that. Okay, so storage system is now being researched with transport systems queued up. We don't have any research stations at the moment. Okay, so we've got our research done, and let's go over to the design screen, and I want to pull up state ships. Now, since we haven't built anything yet, these are our choices for right now. We can just edit the design. So let's jump into our exploration ship. We'll edit that. And our settings for stronger or weaker opponents evade, because there's no weapons on this ship. There's no armor or anything. It's just there to take pictures. So I want to see if I can increase my speed. So where's category? Iron thrusters. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at our fuel capacity. But, okay, so alright, so right now I've got 10 ion thrusters here. That gives us a sprint of 46 and a cruise of 41. If I add one more, it's saying that we need to add habitation and life support components, and that just kind of bogs everything down. So we'll keep this right here. Fuel capacity, what happens if where is it? Add a fuel cell. Oh, see, now it's asking me to put those in there. So, alright, we're going to save this design. We've sped the ship up a little bit. We'll just save it. And construction ship, let's take a look at that. Because these are the first two ships I'm going to build. So let's edit this. This pig slow. Pig slow. Terrible fuel capacity for a large ship. I need to increase that, so where is it? Let's try this first. Okay, and how fast can we go? Cruise, well, we sped cruise up. It's going to ask us for more live support, of course. And they get expensive the more crap you add on to them. So, alright, can it go any faster? Look at that. Okay. What if I could get cruise up to 15? There you go. Alright. So with 11 ion thrusters, we got our cruise to 15, our sprint is 8. Cruise is just flying around. That's about as fast as I'm going to be able to get it right now. So let's go ahead and save that. That's 2200. That better be worth it. Fuel capacity 880. Okay, so we've got these two designs. Now over here on retrofit, it says it's got this clicked at automatic. I want to have a default of manual. So the state bases. Manual. Now if I go private ships, I don't care about any of this stuff right now. Automatic, upgrade, and retrofit, same here. Okay, so state ships. So we're good to go. We've got our designs implemented. Now what we need to do is start some construction here. So since this is kind of a nice full system here, I'd like to get 2 exploration ships and 2 constructors. So first thing we do, we've only got 1 construction yard, which is on the planet. So our choices are these right here: construction ship, defensive base, research stations, spaceports. But right now, I just want a construction ship. Let's start with one of those. So we're building 1 ship on the planet, but here, let's right click on the planet. No, come on. There we go. Right click on the planet and build, or moon, yeah. Let's build a small spaceport. Start that, and just to show you what that's, let's take a look at the small spaceport. Let's copy as new. We're going to leave this as default. I'm just going to build it how it is. It's got some weapons. It's got no armor or shields because we haven't researched that yet, but so that's what that is. And let's go ahead and, I think we're ready to unpause. Alright. Let's increase the time a little bit to get things going here. I like that. That's a nice full system. There's a lot of resources there. So I'm wondering if it's going to make a difference of which way I try to expand first. I'm not sure. Okay. Looks like there's another something. Oh, that's it right there. Space slugs. Little bastards. They're not too tough, but but right now I don't have anything, you know, don't have ships with weapons. I'm not going to build any military ships, but okay, so let's go to our event. We now have a construction ship. So we can also pick over here on this column right here. If I click on the little hammer, it shows me my construction ship. I can highlight that, and here's the information for it down here. Right now it's just sitting there with no job. So where is the one? So I'm going to go start on this process right here. I'm going to right click on this damaged destroyer, and my constructor is going to go repair that. This is a fuel range for the construction ship. I hope you can get there and back. If not, the sacrifice will be worth it. Our spaceports, when our spaceport's done, then we can build some exploration ships. Start mapping this system, because this is going to tell us everything that we have available on these planets to take advantage of. Tolerant. Oh, joy. So, where's our leader? Okay. Obnoxious. Poor administrator. -10 colony income. Tolerant plus 10% trade income and plus 10% diplomacy. So your tolerance has canceled out your obnoxious personality. Indo-Baralia is your name, and you look like an ass. But you're our ass, so we'll take it. Come on, spaceport. Almost done. Hey, look at that. Okay, now we can give the spaceport something to do, which is going to be giving us... So if I click on this, this is going to show us our construction yards and ships. So our spaceport has the ability to get us exploration, which we're going to get 2 of them. So highlight that. It shows our purchases down here. We are now building the Devious Rover and the Grasping Ruse. So here's our income at a glance, but if we click on this, this is going to show us what our costs and income are. So right now we have some troop maintenance expenses and ship and base maintenance. Tax revenue 4K. Okay, so if we look at that, pull up our colony, come down here to our tax rates, really high right now. I'd like to lower that. Because this little straight-faced person right here, our races, I mean our planet's population is tolerant of it right now, but this is way too high. So let's pull this down to, I think, 10%. Like I said, I don't min-max my games like this. I'm always experimenting with things, so I'm going to make mistakes and screw up and discover things, and hopefully you'll be here when I do that. Alright, so we're going to close that. This is going to drop our cash flow. But that's okay. And if we click on here, this shows us our exploration ships being constructed right at the moment. So 11 components unbuilt yet. When that reaches 0, the ship will be ready to go. I wonder what's here. Our fuel source that we're going to use, right at the beginning anyway, is Kazlan. Okay. Wow, both ships got finished at the same time. So let's take one of them, Devious Rover, and we're going to run you over to here. Okay. And your Grasping Ruse, we're going to give you the big job right here of exploring this system. And as soon as the rover gets close enough here, it's going to tell us what kind of resources we have on this gas giant. And this is where I probably should build another constructor. Do I have one? Okay, you got the one going to build or repair the destroyer, so yeah, let's get another construction ship going here. Let's buy that, because I have a feeling we're going to start utilizing some of this, some of our neighborly resources. You are a desert planet. That's the one with the pillar. Okay, we're gonna have the gas giant here. All right. Now if I automate, he's going to do his thing here. So I'm going to automate you also. I believe that when I automate this, then when he needs fuel, he'll come back and fuel up. So we got that second constructor going. When that finishes, we're going to build a gas mining station right here, because look at what we have. We've got Caslon 74%, we've got Krypton at 25 and 83% hydrogen. That's a nice area there. Okay. So is this one. Look at this. We got iridium, steel, lead, and gold. 42%, 30, 23, 15. When these add up to about 100% or more, then you're really getting your money's worth if you take the time to build a mining facility at that location. So we'll do that for both of these then. So our constructor, we've got strange negotiator. When you are done, you've got jobs to do. Okay, now let's send you over to here. Sol 9. We're just going to keep an eye on you manually for now. Grasping Ruse is going to do its automated thing here. Okay, alright, Strange Negotiator is finished. So, here's what we're going to do with you. The recent construction of a new civilian ship, Bain Enterprises. What? What? Oh, you got a little bonus here. Maybe. Colony happiness, 10%. Minus. Boy, you're just a man of the people, aren't you? Labor-oriented. Labor-oriented. Now, minus 10% population growth, minus 10% colony happiness, plus 10% colony income. Alright. Construction ship. Let's give you your first job. You are going to build a gas mining station right there. And then we're going to have you, I'm going to queue up, so I've got this construction ship here. I've given it a mission, but if I right click on another target, we're going to go down here at the very bottom, queue next mission. And that means that when it's done building the gas mining station, it's going to come over here. It's going to go back to the space station, get it, refuel up, and get the parts it needs to build a mining station right here. And that way I don't have to micromanage those two jobs. All right, we've got a nice. It's time to take a break here. We've got a nice little start to our empire. A nice full solar system to explore and take advantage of. And thank you for joining me today for Distant Worlds Universe with the Unleash Extended 2 mod. Hope you're enjoying this series, and I do hope you come back and visit me for some more.